out of the many teachers that have impacted me in Stonebridge, I think Mr. Keller has definitely impacted me. I had him for 4 years through the band program, and he really had just shown me just various qualities of how to be a leader, respect for others, and just how to work hard for various goals in life. Even though I'm not going into a music career, just the lessons I've learned through him will help me with any career aspirations I choose to have.
Miss Driscoll so far has had the most impact on me because I think she's very enthusiastic when she teaches. She's always open for questions no matter how weird they are, and it's just infectious. I really like the way that she taught her class when I had her last year.
Mrs. Scholl had a really large impact on me. She was my yearbook teacher, and I became a yearbook editor because of her impact. I learned from her that I really enjoyed communications, and I plan on majoring in public relations because of everything she's taught me about the media.
Mr. May had the largest impact on me because he took health class and PE beyond the classroom, and he taught us how most kids anymore in high school really don't care about their health, and they kind of think whatever they do isn't going to affect them. And he taught us to actually watch what we do because it's going to have long-term effect. And the way that went beyond the classroom was to teach us to stay clean and actually be good students, and he developed us morally because I've known him for a long time. And even when I knew him in church, he'd give long speeches on how to be a good character and to respect everybody, and he's really built the moral character that I am today.
This is Allison, because she was just a really great teacher, and I really enjoyed going to her class every day, and she just made the class really fun. We did a lot more. We had discussions, and it wasn't just taking notes and reading out of textbooks. We did a lot more fun things.
A great teacher really understands his or her students. It's nice to know the career aspirations or any future goals of the student and the strengths and weaknesses so they can build on the strengths and fix any weaknesses they can have, and just to know what they're really passionate about so it can help them learn.
What I think makes a great teacher is a teacher who comes in, is open to answer anything, and also when they're teaching something they show the minute details about it, not because it might be important for a test, but because they like the subject, that they reveal their passion about it. So
I think a great teacher is someone that really cares about their students and tries to make the bookwork and everything come to life and it's more interesting.
I think a great teacher is somebody who's truly passionate about the subject that they're teaching, and they truly love it. They're not just there, to be there, but they really are interested in what they're teaching, because that'll show when they teach it. And they should also be somebody who wish to see the student grow more than just academically. They wish to see the student's character grow and watch them grow into a good person and a good adult.
Probably a teacher who can incorporate different activities into their lessons instead of just doing a PowerPoint and taking notes, where we can have discussions, and they just make the class more interesting.
It's nice to know when teachers understand what students are going through, just outside of school and the struggles they're having in the class. And it helps to have individual attention with each of the students just to help them learn the subject matter one-on-one.
That students like to learn too. I think a lot of teachers feel that students just want to get a good grade on the test, but to me, it's more important to know that I can take the knowledge that I get in class and apply it to a real-world situation that's not going to be graded. So I think that's important.
I think that students want to learn, but teachers just also have to know that we have work and sports and everything, and I think it helps when teachers try to work with you to get your work done on time.
I think they understand a lot, but one thing they should really focus on is how high school tends to hit everybody hard, whether it's a student or a teacher. But mainly for the students, you don't ever know what they're facing. They could be facing problems at home, and college puts on a lot of stress and the loads of homework and projects and everything. So if we're ever irritable or seem irritable, it's not personal. It's just sometimes the way it is. It can be a lot hitting us at the time.
That sometimes students need a break too, so when we have like a spring break or winter break, we kind of like to have time off, and I know a lot of teachers give us more work because they say we have more time, but we like to have time to spend time with our families and just kind of relax.
Personally, what motivates me is to just be as successful as possible, whether to get an A in the class or just know that whatever I do now will help me in the future with anything I want to do.
What motivates me to do well is the fact that I think there's a lot of competition today in the world, and I want to be able to have knowledge that others don't, which would allow me to be successful. And it's important to know how things work and why things work. So that's really my motivation, because the more I understand about how things work, the better I'll be able to use it in the future to find success and achieve my goals.
I think I've been motivated just because I want to do well in the future, and I'm motivated in high school because I want to get into a good college and have a job that I love instead of something just to fill my time.
My future starts now, and what I do now is going to affect my future, and I'd rather work hard now and get a good job and be able to support my future family than have to be in a bind later with that and have to work then. So I'd rather realize that now and get my work done now so I can have an easier future.